I must first say a very heartfelt thank you on behalf of the entire St. John's Catholic School family for these timely and acceptable aid packages. Society expects much from our profession. We must dress appropriately at all times. We must act appropriately at all times. We must recreate appropriately at all times. And more importantly, we must perform significantly through our student at every assessment, whether internally, locally, or internationally. And I suspect, while most teachers will accept and agree that these expectations are normal and genuine, all will ask the question, does society know our expectations? Today, I'm happy to say that the answer to that question is yes, even though partially. And we are grateful, especially because what this package will do and will allow us to do with our students and ourselves. In the text Using Technology with Classroom Instructions That Work, Howard Pittler et al. Tell the story of a school in the United States which introduced technology into its curriculum as a means of having an additional positive influence on student learning. At a particular time of the program, this school hosted an open day to which many education officials were invited. As the story goes, one of these officials approached a student and said, in a very crusty manner, "So how is this one-to-one laptop computer access really going to make a difference to you?" The young man, Casey, looked the superintendent squarely in the eye and replied, "Sir, I'm special ed. I've been special ed all my life. But with this thing here," he said, pointing to his laptop computer, "with this thing, I am just as smart as the next child." To say you could hear a pin drop was an understatement. Those in the room sat in stunned silence. The superintendent recoiled and immediately asked, no, really? How is it making a difference for you?" Casey responded, "I don't read well, sir, and learning through my eyes is hard. With the laptop, what I do is write what I'm going to turn in, like an essay or answers to the question my teacher has asked me. And then I will go to the menu bar and pull down Speak to It. Then I put on my headphones, close my eyes, and listen as the computer reads back to me what I have written. If what I have written makes sense, then I know I have written something good and it is okay to hand it in. If not, then I can go back and make the corrections." The story goes on, but I guess you would understand by now what the official was thinking about his question. This package, I say to you, is the beginning of our next revolution in education. And we will now have to adapt our curriculum appropriately to succeed. Let me quickly tell you why. Many of us in our education lectures long ago, and not so long ago, met one Mr. Benjamin Bloom, who died in 1999, And we were encouraged to remember, understand, apply, analyze, and evaluate, and create from his taxonomy of learning activities which range from simple factual recall of material to the application and evaluation of concepts. Today, Andrew Churches tells us that Bloom's taxonomy blooms digitally. That's the name of his book. So now, when we begin at the lower order of thinking skills, we must remember that there are new verbs to deal with. For example, from listening and recognizing and identifying, we also will have to be bullet pointing, bookmarking, and social networking. And when we are applying those skills, not only are we implementing and using, but we will also be loading, hacking, and uploading. Ladies and gentlemen, as we proceed to the higher order of thinking skills, our greatest challenges will appear. For we must, and I repeat, we must master everything before we begin to teach. Therefore, as we plan to create activities like designing and constructing and producing, the teacher will be called upon to learn programming, remixing, podcasting, just to mention a few skills, which he or she must pass on to the students. Mr. Minister, other officials, I conclude by reiterating our sincere gratitude for St. John's Catholic Primary School and Christ the King High for the new equipment we have received on generous terms. And at the same time, wish to acknowledge that we are prepared to Google, do advanced searches, upload and share, link and tag, collaborate and test, remix and publish, in order that the children of Antigua and Barbuda are adequately prepared for the future. We must aim to teach our students to learn effectively for a lifetime. Thank you very much.